Bro, like, look at this. Like, how is this toy line still going? Okay. Let's step back a little bit, right? So for those of you who don't know, right? So listen, Godzilla Kong New Empire came out last year, all right? And even before that, I mean, we were getting like a whole ton of like action figures and so. And honestly, this Playmates is a gold mine of a company. I'm just gonna say that right now because the fact that they will literally make figures based off of like every single scene possible, they overdid it with Godzilla versus Kong. Now they really overdid it with New Empire because holy crap, they are constantly pumping out stuff here and there. And you know what? That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, mind you, there's a market for these action figures, obviously. I mean, don't get me wrong, having Godzilla and Kong action figures, that's like a kaiju fan's wet dream for the most part. That's something that you just want, you know what I mean? It's like articulated figures. They always come with a neat little accessory, whether it's a weapon, a piece of a building, a little soldier, or whatever. And trust me, we've gotten all of that so far. So of course it begs the question, how much more can we expect from this toy line? It is astonishingly shocking, to say the least, that they're still pumping out some of the most like randomest stuff possible. I mean, look at this. So a couple days ago, we got the reveal of the Roll and Battle Kong. And it's like, okay, so they're still making gimmick figures, but it's like, it's the most simplest thing possible. It's like, come on, how is this really worth a pickup? Mind you, I've been collecting these like crazy for a while. I'm one of those psychopaths that's been buying like each of these figures like from every release. For the most part, I think I haven't missed a single figure yet, except for like the mega figures and the Titan ones. I think those are the only ones that I haven't really found yet, but it's only because those are a lot more harder to find for some reason. The Titan figures are literally 24-inch Godzilla and Kong figures, so okay, I can understand how that might be a little bit hard to find. Also, if you hear my dogs barking in the background, I do apologize for that in advance. Yeah, you know, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get off topic here. So the whole point of this figure is that its action features, it looks like it could do like an uppercut, which is kind of ironic because didn't the Mega Punching Kong did the exact same thing? Like, it's literally the exact same feature. For more context, the Mega figures, they're like these 13 to like 14-inch figures, but they got like a wild gimmick. So like Kong's whole thing is that he could like punch, right? But he doesn't do like a punch. It literally kind of looks more like an uppercut than anything else. But the Roll and Battle Kong figure must have took that to an extra step because that's literally all it does. I mean, it's, mind you, it's an 11-inch figure. And literally, I think you like, from what I've seen from the pictures, I guess you kind of twist it and he does like a real little uppercut thing or whatever. I mean, I'm glad that they're still making figures of this, don't get me wrong. Hold up. Sorry about that, my dad just came home. Anyway, no, so it's like, I don't know, I'm not, it's like when I first saw it, I mean, admittedly, I kind of did thought it was fake at first because when I first saw the pictures, it was a little blurry, so I was like, okay, maybe this is some like fan-made stuff or whatever. Not that that's a problem. I remember a while ago, I don't think I talked about it. I probably did, but I really don't remember. I know that there was the, you know, rumors that we were gonna get a Mothra and a Skilla figure and like a energized Godzilla, and out of all of that, it actually did turn out to be true, except for Skilla. We never got Skilla. So for the most part, that's definitely one of the many Monsterverse figures that a lot of us are still waiting for. Same goes for a Behemoth or Mammoth, I forgot its name. You get the idea, right? So there's still some potential within the storyline. But like I said, they are very specific. But obviously, this is not one of those specifics, if you get my drift. I mean, literally, it's like, what even is this figure? Is this just in case you missed out on Mega Punching Kong? Is that what that is? I mean, so far we haven't seen Godzilla. I can only imagine how that must be. Is it gonna do like a little tail whip? Is that what we're expecting? I mean, I'm assuming yes, at some point. I mean, how have we not? And now that I think about it, how have we not had that yet? And mind you, like I said, this toy line is a gold mine because they've made like figures based off of every single scene. I asked my pal, right, Super Mando Live, or Mando Bros. Or Mano Bill, you know what? Go subscribe to all his channels. He has multiple channels, okay? I remember we were talking about like the toy line in general, and he mentions how he doesn't really see much of a purpose buying them. He only really wanted to get the ones that he wants, and that's about it. And it's like, oh man, I think I'm assuming he probably only collected like the first wave figs. I don't know about all the other ones. I mean, that's fine, but I'm just saying, The fact that they've made so many figures just based off of this one film alone, I mean, my God, that's like more than Endgame. Like Marvel Legends didn't even pump out that many figures for Endgame. Like for real, think about it. During their, what was it called, their Infinity Saga lineup or whatever. I mean, eventually they did started releasing figures like in 2 packs. Of characters based off of either Infinity War or Endgame. I mean, they were doing a whole bunch of that stuff, but none of that compares to Playmates. I don't know what it is. Actually, I think that's a good comparison because Playmates, with their Godzilla figures, their Godzilla and Kong figs, they have become the new Hasbro and McFarlane. They will literally make figures based off of anything now. Marvel Legends has been making figures based off of different characters and different storylines for decades at this point, you know, starting from the Toy Biz era, obviously. McFarlane with his DC Multiverse, he'll make any figure pretty much. Well, mostly if it's Batman. He's pumped out so many Batmans. I mean, half of my DC Multiverse collection is just Batmans. Sad, I know. Honest, and with Playmates, I mean, this config, don't get me wrong though, I can see the merit behind this Kong figure, and I have seen more pictures of it when you compare it to like the normal giant Kong figure, which is of course an 11-inch figure at best. Well articulated, very nice figure, but for the rolling battle Kong, not so much. Like literally, he has like the bare minimum. He barely moves, but that's only because of the action feature and stuff like that, and that's fine. I can respect that. That's nothing wrong with that, but oh man, I mean, we gotta talk about the face. Before we end the video, we need to talk about the face and how he looks. He looks so goofy looking. I wouldn't be surprised if that was on purpose. If you compare it to the giant Kong figure, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I can't tell. Is he trying to make a smirk? I mean, he looks goofy. Like, he really does. He's like, I don't even know how to explain it without making it look offensive, but you get the idea, you know. Someone's cooking up in Playmates. Like someone, like there's a demand for sure. Even if you don't want no more of these figures, too bad. It seems like we're getting them either way, so who knows? I would have never expected to continue talking about this. I was not expecting this at all. I don't mind because I like this stuff, but you get the idea. So that's about it for now. I don't think we need to go into it too much. Can't wait for the rolling battle of Godzilla. I wonder how that's gonna. Is he gonna tumble like a tumbleweed? Is that what we're expecting? Is he gonna have like a weird feature where he shoots out like where like he pukes out his atomic breath or something? I don't know. What do you guys think is gonna happen next? So until then, see you guys next time. Leave a like, subscribe if you want, and we'll keep covering more Godzilla and Kong New Empire toys and all that. And yeah, that's about it. See you next time. How? Like how is this toy line still going? Like for real? Oh, wow, I spit. That's